This particular video has been prepared for all the students across all the classes, right from the junior sections to the senior sections, and this is primarily related to RTC messages, RTC section, or rather, it's called the reading section or the comprehension section. And please uh, believe me that I'm going to deal with some of the myths, and this is kind of a mythbuster session. uh, a classical approach to this, that means when I was a kid, my parents used to tell me that read the passage twice. That was the classical version in those days. That has its advantages, but because today you are dealing with the situation where you have very less time and the questions are complicated, the whole question paper is like a hungry tiger trying to ready to pounce on you. So if you read the passage once and twice and then go back to the questions itself, if you read the passage and then go back to the question, there's a possibility that you will forget the passage by the time you reach the question. So it is better, once you get the paper, read the first question, search the questions answers on the in the passage, and there is a huge probability that the first question will be having the answers at the top of the passage, and the second question after that, and so on and so forth. This might not be true, but at the same time, uh, chronology is something which is maintained in these kind of things, a sequential uh, way of presenting the the answers to the questions, or rather the passage is written, and after that the questions which are framed are arranged chronologically. So my idea for you is that read the question, not only one, read three questions once, twice, find the answers. Once you find the answers, take a pencil and mark it. But before that, ask the invigilator whether you can use the pencil or not. That is something which is a statutory information that I want to give you. Warning. So, the crux of the matter is that read the questions, two, three questions, and get back to the the passage to find out the answers. Now the question comes whether you'll be able to. How much time should you spend on finding the particular words? I believe that please don't uh, linger on that, because if you don't find the answer to a particular word from the passage, it is better to leave it off for that time and move on, because you are in a peril, you are in a perilous situation, you are in a danger of losing 5 6 marks because of that one mark. So it is better to do that. Now many questions, many across sections and classes, many students ask me that what happens if I don't know the meaning of a particular word. It is safe to guess, do a lot of guesswork at that time. If you do not know the meaning of a particular word given in the passage, read the line once, twice, read the line previous to that, read the line after that, and there is a possibility, at least in 50 60% of the cases, that you'll be able to find the meaning of the word, or at least be able to guess the word. So that is how we deal with this. Mythbuster 1, read three questions, try to find out the answers in the passage, rather than reading the passage once and twice and finding out the answers. Mythbuster 2, don't linger on the word meanings for a long period of time. Mythbuster 3, try to find out the meaning of the particular words which you think is applicable to the question, where you need to find the particular word. Try to read that line once, twice, the line previous to that, and the line that follows that, and in majority of the cases there's a possibility that you will be able to find the answers. Thank you very much. Happy learning.